Hello, everyone, and we are back for another fight. Today we are fighting a Plague Rat in actually Crook City. I am playing Visionary this time, and with me we have two returning players, as always. If you want to introduce yourselves, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go next. So I'm Sentinel. I'll be playing Bunker this time.
And I will be playing Legacy.
Okay. So, Plague Rat already actually starts off with the card in play already, Plague Locust. So he's already boosting his damage quite a bit. Oh, and just to note, today we are going for the advanced, so he will be dealing more damage.
Oh, we said I was running environment from now on, right?
I believe so, yeah. Or at least
Okay.
if you're up for it.
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm we were still on that, or if plans have changed.
Makes things easier for me, so please go right ahead.
Yep.
Anyways, let's jump into things, shall we? At the start of Plague Rat's turn, if all active heroes are infected, we are not, we will flip, and then we go ahead and play a card. It is Afflicted Frenzy. At the start of each hero turn, if that hero target is infected, they deal X melee damage to hero target with the highest health, where X is the number of infected heroes. Okay. And then, end of the turn, Plague Rat will be dealing 1 increased by 2 to 3 damage to everyone.
Okay. I will be going from 28 to 25.
Okay. And that is Plague Rat's turn. I forgot to draw 4 cards. I forgot the Plague Rat. The Plague Locust, which just heals him for 0. Good talk. I did not get a good starting hand. So I'm probably just going to start off with a Mind Spike to deal 3 damage to the Plague Locust. That's what's there. So it is now at 10. And then I will... Who wants to draw 2 cards and discard a card?
I'll do that, or unless...
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Cool. Okay, and both are the same card, so I'm going to just choose to discard one of those. Makes my thought very simple. I didn't get the mode to draw cards, which is important. I think that would be ideal on my first turn. I am thinking to just go defensive and just oh, and it's my turn. Just to confirm. So I should be I play hero card, draw at the end. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm gonna play...
You have your recharge mode in hand.
You recommend going recharge mode?
Well, you have recharge mode that allows you to draw additional cards.
Oh, that is the draw. Oh shit! Yeah, that is okay. For some reason I thought that was something different. Okay, no, my god, I completely forgot to read. Wonderful. All right, I'm going to play recharge mode. So that is my draw card. So this says similar to other modes, when this card enters play, destroy all other mode cards. You cannot play cards or use powers. Wonderful. You may draw an additional card during your draw phase. Reduce damage dealt to Bunker by 1. At the start of your turn, you may destroy this card. Cool. So if I understand correctly, this will let me draw 2 cards.
That is
instead
correct.
of 1 card during my draw. So I'm going to go straight to draw because I don't believe I can play a power.
You cannot.
Or play a card, I should say. So I'm just going to go to draw and pick up 2 cards and pass turn.
You can just press 2.
Okay. For
What was
my
that?
turn,
You can just
I
press
will,
2.
Ah, yes. Okay. Good call.
Go ahead.
I will play Motivational Charge. And then I will use that power to deal 2 damage to the Plague Locust and heal all of us 1.
Okay.
And then we shall move on to the environment turn. The environment summons Dr. Tremata. She is immune to damage from hero effects, and at the end of the environment turn, she will reveal the top 2 cards of the environment deck. One will be put into play, and one will be put into bottom. Then the villain card with the highest HP deals this card or the hero with the lowest HP melee damage. Wait, I'm still confused. Do we get to choose whether we want her to take damage or one of us to take damage?
We would get to choose for both those scenarios, yes.
Okay. In that case, time to reveal the top 2 cards. The Falling Stairway or Summon Villain.
I think we go with the falling statuary.
Yeah, I think that makes sense as well.
Do we? Because then one of us is taking 3 reducible damage, right?
No. That's not correct.
Then who's taking the damage?
Lowest.
Target with the second lowest health. So
yeah,
who?
It's either you or Bunker.
Who in this game has health that is lower than 26?
Oh, shoot, I forgot Ramada existed. Sure.
There's Plague Locust and Dr. Ramada.
Okay. So then that will go on the bottom, and we will get the Falling Statuary, which shall deal 3 damage to the Plague Locust. And then destroy itself.
Yep.
Okay. Well, actually, Tremada's second effect would happen first. So, do we want her or one of us to take damage?
I mean, her effect is helpful, but that damage is quite a bit. Like, we'd be taking...
I figure we let her take the damage at least the first time, and then afterwards we can decide.
Yeah, she'll live on 1, for the record.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Since it'll be 3
she doesn't need
plus...
more than 1.
Exactly. Okay. That is her turn. Next up, Plague Rat. Start of villain turn. Nobody is currently infected, so we are good. We then go to play a card. Plague Rat deals each hero target other than the hero target with the lowest health 2 melee damage and 2 toxic damage. So that means Legacy will be taking, for certain, 6 damage. No, 8 damage. And one of us will be taking the other 8. I think you probably should, since you reduce the damage by 2.
Is it 2 or is it 1 with my?
It is 2 instances of damage, so it would be buffed twice by 2, and then reduced twice by 1.
Okay. So I think I just reduced it, or I just took it 26 to 20.
Yeah, 6 total. Yeah, since it's 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I'm following. Cool.
And then both of those are reduced by 1. Anyways, back to the game. That is a 1-shot, so that then goes to the trash. And then we go to the end of the villain turn. He will deal each hero target 3 irreducible melee damage.
Okay.
And then the Plague Locust will heal him for 0 health.
Yeah.
And then that's his turn. Now go to my turn. It is the start of my turn. The Afflicted Frenzy does not take effect because I'm not infected. Now then, question. Do we want to buff one of our damage to him, or do we want to nerf his damage to us?
Nerf?
Like,
I'm thinking nerf.
okay.
Or...
Do note, he does do irreducible damage sometimes. At the end of his turn, that is irreducible damage.
Oh, then nerfing his damage does nothing.
Well, if in other instances, for example, when we destroy a card named Infection, that is reducible damage.
Okay, but we haven't seen any of those, so reducing it is irrelevant right now.
Fair, but I also could have dealt with the Vicious Onslaught and reduced that by 4. Or, well,
in that case,
2.
Yeah.
It would have reduced it by 2, but per person.
Yeah, in that case, we probably should reduce.
Okay. So I'm going to play Twist the Aether next to Plague Rat. So whenever that target would deal damage, the damage changes to a type of my choice, and it is either reduced or increased by 1. My choice. Okay. I then get to use a power. Who wants to draw 2 and discard a card?
I took it last time. I think I'll pass it over to...
In that case, I might want to.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. So I'll draw 2. And then I need to discard 1. I might... I'm gonna get rid of Brain Burn. And then I get to draw a card and end my turn. That's my turn. Bunker, you're up.
Okay. I'd love to draw 2 cards, but I don't know if we can afford another turn of this in action. Or at least by me.
I mean, I can spend my turn taking out the Locust if necessary.
Okay. You guys think I should just keep drawing this turn, and then next turn I can activate upgrade mode and play 2 equipment cards?
Well, the big question is like, do you have all the equipment you kind of want? Do you have everything in your hand?
Hard for me to say. So I've got some stuff to do damage, I've got some stuff to reduce damage, I've got stuff to get equipment from the trash, which I don't have, into play. I mean, I've got 6 cards basically out of 40.
Upgrade. I just
don't have everything.
I just realized upgrade mode doesn't say you cannot draw cards, so you still draw cards with upgrade mode.
Yep.
So
I just draw 1 card, which is fine.
I'd say might as well go into upgrade mode this turn then.
All right. Cool. I was leaning towards that as well. Okay. Or it was really 50-50. Right.
Yeah.
For my turn, I'm going to play upgrade mode. As part of playing upgrade mode, I have to discard the other mode I have in play, which is the recharge mode.
Technically speaking, you cannot play cards, so you cannot play upgrade mode. However, at the start of your turn, you may choose to destroy a recharge mode, so you can still do that.
I see. Yeah. So at the start of my turn, I choose to discard recharge mode, and I think I still get to play a card as normal, right?
You still have your play. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So for my play, I'm going to play recharge mode.
Yeah.
Good clarification. Okay. You may play an additional. You may play additional card during your play phase. So I believe that means I can play one more card. If
Yes.
I am understanding that right, because I've just played one card.
That is correct.
So. Sorry, just taking a moment. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. It's between grenade launcher, frankly, and heavy plating. The thing is, I don't think we have too many targets. We've got the plague rat, and we have plague locust, essentially. So 2 targets.
Do note as well,
I am.
You cannot use powers.
Yes.
So what use would having grenade launcher out there at the moment be?
Yeah, not much. Okay. Good clarification. Okay, I'm gonna play heavy plating, I think.
Okay.
That's the only thing of use, just to play a bit defensive. I still get to draw a card. And that would be it. I cannot play any powers this turn, so that's it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna play Back Fist Strike to deal 4 damage to the Plague Locust.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna use my power to deal 2 damage to the Plague Locust and heal all of us for 1.
Sounds good.
And then we move on to the environment. Oh, it's another copy of Scum and Villainy. Okay. So we'll start with Tremata, who's going to reveal 2 cards. Now we definitely don't want the statuary. Oh wow. Those are 2 bad options.
I think probably the statuary is better than the toxic sludge.
Yeah, I would agree.
Toxic sludge at least hits the villain though, but it is so much more damage to us since it's 5 per person versus just 5 on the villain.
Yeah, I think we go statuary.
Yeah.
Okay, the environment using his falling statuary, which deals 3 irreducible damage to Bunker.
Yep.
Okay. 18 down to 15.
Yep.
Okay. Now, either Tremata can die or one of us can take 5.
Is it irreducible? Because I have 2 sources to reduce damage by 1.
It is reducible.
I think you just have 1.
I've got heavy plating and yeah, I got rid of. Okay, never mind. So I would be taking 4, which.
Or actually 3. It's 4 total. My bad.
Okay.
The other thing to note is that it would have to be the hero with the lowest health.
Which is Bunker.
Yes.
So, do we
So,
want to keep
How much would I be
Armada
taking
around?
from the villain? Is the question. Because I think I'm pretty close to half on turn 2, which is unfortunate. But
yeah, and do note the villain is boosting the damage by 1.
Yeah, I think we just let Tremata die because she's playing an extra card every turn anyway, and I don't know if we want that in the long term.
Yeah. Environment
So let
can
Tremata
be
die.
environment can be helpful. Most of the time, it is not, in my experience. I don't know this environment that well.
So let Tremata die.
I guess so.
And then at the end of the villain turn, Scum and Villainy will play the top card of the environment deck, which is another Scum and Villainy. So that will also play the top card of the environment deck. Twisting Back Galleys. Reduce damage dealt to villain targets by 1. And at the end of the environment turn, players may play both the top card of the villain deck and the top card of the environment deck. If they do, destroy this card. I think we just leave it.
Yes. I mean, in the long run, it's going to be causing us to do 1 less damage to the villain.
I think damage already is kind of a problem at the moment. Right? Because the villain's still at full health. We have not done any damage yet. Our only real source of damage, like looking at it, is Bunker. So. Oh.
Looks a bit tough. I mean, what's the worst case if we draw the top of the environment in villain deck in terms of damage dealt?
I don't know. I don't know this villain or environment that well. We could just risk it.
Do you feel like you're going to do damage next turn is the question. Because otherwise we can just leave it for a turn anyway.
I'm in a mode where I'm probably not going to be dealing... Well, I'm planning to play Grenade Launcher, or not Grenade Launcher, Gatling Gun and possibly Grenade Launcher, but it would sort of entail me... For Gatling Gun, it doesn't require power. I would deal 2 damage, which is like nothing, actually. And then I have to
and it's at the start of your turn anyway, so it wouldn't be relevant for this turn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fair.
In that case, I think we leave it for at least 1 turn.
Okay. We're gonna choose to leave it. Anything else with the environment?
Nope, that is the environment.
Then destroy this card. Boop. Then destroy this card. Boop.
Oh, and read part. My bad.
Okay. That is the environment's turn. And then we go to Plague Rat's turn. Plague Rat, start of turn. Nobody is current.
No. They have a start of turn effect, and then they get destroyed.
Oh? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start of Plague Rat's turn. If everybody's infected, he flips. No one's infected. So we just move on to play a card. Infection. When this card is played, if all active heroes are infected, play the top card of the villain deck. Then move this card to the villain trash. Play this card next to an active hero who is not infected. That hero is infected. At the start of that hero's turn, they deal themselves 1 irreducible toxic damage.
Probably me.
Okay.
Okay, I take Oh wait, at the start of my turn. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Do note, because we are playing on advanced, you are now doing increased 1 damage. Like, your damage you deal is increased by 1.
This is not going to be fun.
And then we go to the end of Plague Rat's turn. Everybody takes 2 irreductible melee damage.
Alright.
And then, yeah. We then go to my turn. So do we want me to influence the environment or the villain deck more at the moment? Those are kind of my 2 options. Or I can play...
do it?
So I have a suggestion, which is basically, hey, look at the discard pile, villain's discard pile, put 1 on top, put 1 on the bottom of the deck for the villain. Environment, I would reveal the top 3 cards of the environment. I get to put 1 on top and 2 on the bottom of the environment deck.
Well, I don't think we want either of the things in the trash.
Yeah. Alternatively, I could play Mass Levitation, which basically just gives me a power to, until the start of my next turn, I can reduce damage by environment cards by 1. By 3.
But they're not doing damage. They're causing the hero to do damage.
Yeah.
Or the villain to do damage.
I don't think I have a great hero for right now. Or at least very good cards. I'm going to go with Prophetic Vision and just hope the environment is good. That is bad. That is bad. That is good. That is very good. I think we go with the Tony Taurus on top.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
I would agree.
Okay. Okay. You have that sorted. And then I get to use a power. Bunker, do you want more cards?
I would say you want more cards.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, draw 2, discard 1.
Yep. I'm saying Bunker because I think Bunker will be more helpful in the long run.
Yeah, but you don't have anything to play, do you?
Oh, I'll be able to draw cards before my turn.
Right, I discarded 1.
Okay. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Okay, that is good, actually. That is very good.
Alright, so up to 2 cards. I've got Turbo mode, but I don't know if... So I think I'm going to play Grenade Launcher, but its thing is I wouldn't be doing any damage this turn, which I think we already established with keeping the environment card on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just mostly doing setup, and then the turn after I'd aim to remove upgrade mode and switch modes. So what I'm thinking is to play ammo drop. Whenever a villain card is destroyed, you may draw a card, even if a mode card says otherwise. And the second, set up Grenade Launcher. the grenade launcher has the power to deal damage, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Ammo drop would just let me draw cards, which I probably, that's my thought for the 2 cards to play, and then I draw a card, and then next turn switch.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So I think I'm going to do that. So ammo drop, hopefully, will let me draw extra cards in the future. Grenade launcher will let me deal damage, and next turn I'll switch from upgrade mode, or I'll turn off upgrade mode so I can start doing powers.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to draw a card and then pass turn.
Yep. Start of turn, I will take 2 reducible damage.
Don't forget Afflicted Frenzy.
What does that one do?
At the start of each hero turn, if that hero target is infected, they deal X melee damage to the hero target with the highest health, where X is the number of infected heroes.
So you also take
2
damage?
There is one infected
damage.
hero plus 1.
2, yes.
So I take 2.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to then play Surge of Strength to increase future damage. No. We can't afford that right now. I'm going to... I don't really like this, but I think I'm going to eat some damage. I'm going to play Takedown, so he's not going to play a villain card on his next turn. In return, I will take 3 damage.
Okay.
And then for my power, I will move Scum and Villainy to the bottom of the environment deck. And then I will eat the 3 damage. And that is my turn.
Okay. Environment turn.
Yes. So, they will play Tony Torres. And then, at the start of the environment turn, Scum and Villainy will cause the villain to target the deal each hero 3 melee damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
2, because I can change the damage type and reduce it by 1. And then it's...
So
you'll just be taking 1
damage to heavy plating and that ability. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Then... we can choose whether we want to do Twisting Back Alleys this turn.
That's at the end. So first we play Private Eye, which is good talk, and then we go to Back Alleys. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, if they're both the end, then don't we go left to right?
Yes.
So Back Alleys first.
Back Alleys first. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, I think we do Back Alleys now because villain cards can't be played right now.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I like the sound of that.
So, Back Alleys will play the top card of the environment deck and die. That is not good.
Oh, whoops.
This is horrible.
This is not a fun environment.
Okay, Tony will do his turn now. We get to see the top two, right?
Yeah.
So, do we want more Blighted Streets or...
I think Twisting Back Alleys, maybe?
yeah.
Because Twisting Back Alleys we can just get rid of immediately.
Oh, right. Let's do that then. Twisting Back Alleys comes out. And then... Does Tony have health? Tony does have health, yes. So, we'll make Tony take the damage this time. Make it easy.
Sounds fair.
So he takes 4.
Yeah.
And then Twisting Back Alleys. The villain doesn't play anything, but the environment does. Falling Statuary, which means Bunker will take 3 irreducible damage.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
Okay. And that is the environment start.
Okay.
I knew we were going to lose this one.
Well, don't say that. We still have a chance. Villain turn. Start of villain turn. Everybody's infected? No. Good. We then go to Plague Rat's turn. He will go.
Play a card.
He cannot play a card. So then we go to the end of Plague Rat's turn. He will deal everybody 2 irreducible damage. And then we go to my turn. I'm going to play Mental Divergence. And then I think I use that power so I can destroy 1 ongoing card. Would we rather get rid of Afflicted Frenzy or Infection? I will let Legacy make the choice.
I think we get rid of Infection because Afflicted Frenzy doesn't even do anything then.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and destroy the Infection. So destroying the Infection does mean that Plague Rat deals each hero target 3 toxic damage, reduced by 1, so 2, increased by 1, so 3.
Sorry, am I taking damage?
Yes.
Okay. It's 3 toxic damage?
3 toxic damage reduced by 1 because of your armor plating.
Okay, and is it reduced by the other effect?
That is counting the reduction there, yes. Okay. And then I get to draw a card and end my turn.
Would you like to discard 2 cards to destroy the Blighted Streets?
Guess I might as well. Right?
By the way, because the Infection was destroyed, I think I get a card for ammo drop, so I'm just gonna draw a card for that.
Yeah. Go right ahead. I just realized something. Increased damage dealt to hero targets by 1.
Oh, I thought you were counting that. Okay.
No. So we all take 2 more damage total.
Oh, damn. Yikes.
1 for the end of Plague Rat's turn. Well, it's 1 for the end of Plague Rat's turn and 1 for Infection getting destroyed.
I see.
I think I might as well discard 2. I'm gonna go with Mental Divergence and... Yeah, Mass Levitation. I'm not gonna use that power anytime soon.
Okay. When Blighted Streets is destroyed, we play the top card of the villain deck, but we can't because he can't play villain cards.
Yay. Okay, that's my turn.
Taking 3 extra damage to avoid 4 villain cards now is the best idea ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, on my turn, I do not know. Okay, I think I'm going to discard upgrade mode. Or destroy upgrade mode, I sec. So I'm gonna just do that. So now I could play a card, play a power. I don't know if it matters too much, and the cards I have are unfortunately not too much. Hoping to at least get some sort of self-heal equipment, but that's not going to happen. Okay, I am going to...
There is self-heal equipment in your deck, cough cough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just that I don't, it's in my deck, it's not in my hand.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. Oh gosh, I think I'll just play, Gatling Gun, or I'll play... Yeah, I'll play Gatling Gun. I've already got a bunch of cards I can just discard. So it says at the start of my turn, I would deal a target 2 projectile damage, which I don't think would take effect this turn. It would be in future turns, which we will
Correct.
have. At the end of my turn, discard 1 card or destroy this card. So I'll just choose to discard ammo drop, which I've already got. And I can play a card, or play a power. I'm gonna draw a card, because I really need cards. I will draw that, and then I will draw a card per turn, and that's it, unfortunately. Nothing new. Yeah, it's mostly like the same 5 cards, unfortunately. Or 6 cards if I include turn mode. That's it for me.
At the start of my turn, takedown is destroyed. Do we want to make everyone draw one, or should I just do extra damage?
If you deal extra damage, does that heal? Or... Oh no, that would be for your card.
Yeah.
It is up to you. I'm probably going to be playing Psychic Maelstrom, which just deals damage. Unless we have, like, anything else I'd rather do, but... I don't know.
I'm gonna play Bolster Allies. Everyone draws a card.
Success. Cool.
I'm just hoping that Bunker starts getting healing cards, because otherwise he's gonna die.
Yeah. I unfortunately did not, but I can hope.
Afterwards, I'm going to deal 2 damage to the boss, and then everyone heals 1.
Okay.
And the environment. The scariest thing in this game. Scum and villainy. Okay. We go with Taurus first. So, Toxic Sludger and Vicious Racketeer. Toxic Sludge, because we're all low health now? Right? I want to say.
I'm kind of actually leaning towards Ambitious Racketeer.
Okay.
Toxic Sludge is more damage right in the now, but if you look at our healths, everyone will be taking 2 damage, and then I'll be taking 3 more.
Okay.
But I leave it up to you. I don't have a strong preference. I just, since Racketeer might be more damage in the long run.
We can grab Racketeer. Okay. And then I assume we just want Tony to die.
I'd say so, yeah.
No one wants to take the damage from him. Scum and Villainy will play another card from the top of the deck.
Villain deck.
Oh. Okay. We screwed that up earlier then.
Oops. Plague Rat deals each hero target other than the hero target with the highest health 2 toxic damage, +1 to 3, reduced by 1 to 2.
Alright, I think I take
You
one,
take 1.
so it's reduced by another 1 by the heavy plating.
Yeah. Search the villain deck for as many copies of the card Infection as heroes damaged this way. Play them, shuffle the villain deck.
Right.
So here's 1 and here's 2.
Thinking you probably want to eat one of the infections, I'll eat the other.
So I can destroy one of them on my turn.
Mm-hmm. No, in this case, I think we definitely destroy Frenzy, right?
The infections will also be buffing your damage, so maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably in survival mode right now, so I won't be dealing...
Yeah, so you want to take the infection instead of bunker?
Sure.
Okay.
Unless I can start getting some healing cards in my deck. But, yeah.
So that was Scum and Villainy.
And then the Racketeer will deal 2 heroes 2 projectile damage. So, me and you, I guess.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, Bunker can take this one because he can reduce it by 1.
So it would be 1 damage to Bunker instead of 2 to you.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay. Villain's turn.
Villain's turn. Start of turn. Is everyone infected? No. So he will go ahead and play the top card of the villain deck. Sewer Fiend. He is immune to toxic damage. Whenever he would be dealt damage by an environment card, redirect that damage to an infected hero. If there are no infected heroes, prevent that damage instead.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. And then end of his turn. Everybody's taking 2 damage. Irreducible damage.
Okay.
And it's boosted by 1. Because no, it's not. I counted that already.
Okay. Because that would be bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then that is his turn. My turn. Start of my turn. I deal myself 2 irreducible toxic damage.
And then 3 irreducible toxic damage.
And then 3 irreducible toxic damage.
Or melee damage, but yeah.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die.
Are you sure about that?
Yep.
I can stall the game forever.
Well, you probably won't die. We'll probably die. I'm joking. You cannot play cards or use powers.
At the start of my turn, I may destroy this card.
Okay. That's
Well,
good.
at least one of us will live.
What are your guys' flip abilities?
Flip abilities?
Yeah.
I did not know I had a flip ability. What is...
So if you die, you flip your card, and then you get to do one of those 3.
We can still win.
So
My flip is enough to save us, I guarantee it.
One thing we could do is we could go into ultimate stall mode. I could play telekinetic cocoon, you both could die, and then just stall the game.
Yeah, this is what we do. We win this way.
Yeah,
And-
let the villain deck himself out or something.
Well, his deck
No, I guess
mills
I
and
think
or shuffles and such, but like eventually maybe we can win.
Yeah. We can win.
Sounds like a solid plan.
Okay,
Solid, I mean,
Play your cocoon.
so I play my cocoon. That okay.
Yep.
So I get to draw a card, and that is it. That is my turn.
okay.
Bunker, take your last turn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can still technically play a card.
How can you
Yes, that's
maximize
probably not
damage
enough.
this turn?
Gatling gun goes off if you have it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Gatling gun goes off. I deal a target 2 projectile damage. There you go, I did damage.
3 damage. You do extra damage because of Plague Rat.
Not infected.
Okay.
Oh, wait. You're not infected. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
That said, I should have done Plague Rat 1 extra damage earlier, I think.
Yeah, I will deal 2 damage with my Gatling gun to the Plague Rat. Take that. Your life choices.
This is with the Gatling gun?
Yeah, the Gatling gun. So it's not a power.
Yeah.
Next, I believe I play a power, or no, I play a card and I play a power, right?
Yes.
So, not that it matters, but I am going to go into. Oh, I was going to say turret mode. No, that would be. You know, I'm just going to play auxiliary power source. Serve your turn. You may destroy this card. If you do, you may use an additional power this turn.
It is no longer the start of your turn.
Yeah. So for my power per turn, I'm gonna just try and draw 2 cards, or just I'm gonna go down swinging. I'm gonna use grenade launcher.
Do note.
Oh, actually,
do note
yeah.
one thing I will mention: turret mode. One of the other effects it has, other than allowing you to use an extra power during your power phase, increased damage dealt by bunker by 1.
Would this be after Gatling gun goes off or before?
That would be after Gatling gun goes off.
But before grenade launcher.
Yeah. If you want to play it.
Yeah, I was going to ask, when it says deal 1 target, and then I may deal a second target 2 projectile damage, and I may deal a third target 1 projectile damage. There are different targets, right? I can't just all focus on Plague Rat.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah. It unfortunately never was too useful here. There was never more than 1 or 2 targets.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if turret mode would actually be that useful. It would let me do 2 more damage with grenade launcher, but that would be it. Yeah, I pretty sure I'm gonna die, but I'm just gonna draw 2 cards. Or I can deal 2 damage and just draw a card. I'm just gonna double down. I'm gonna.
I think you deal the 2 damage because you're gonna take irreducible damage. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna swing with my grenade launcher at the Plague Rat and
This
draw
is
a card.
is after playing auxiliary power source, or would you rather play turret mode?
Well, turret mode.
Okay. So I'm just gonna do this. If you said you wanted to play turret mode.
Yeah. Alright, I do grenade launcher, that deals 4 damage.
4?
Wait, no, yeah, I cannot play or yeah, I can use powers.
Yeah. You can use 2 powers. So you can go with grenade launcher, 3 damage to the boss. 3 damage to him, not that I think it'll matter.
Yeah. And then I draw a card, then draw a card for my draw phase.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. Did I get a heal card? Yeah, I got my heal card.
Finally!
Power, I get to regain 2 health. Now I just have to play it, which I can't. I just have to wait till my next drop phase gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be fun. Nothing
For
bad
my
will happen.
turn, I will play Surge of Strength, so I deal an extra damage. Actually, I'll take 2 from the infection first. And then I will try to afflict you, but you won't take damage, so it's relevant. Then I'll play Surge of Strength.
Did you do the Afflicted Frenzy? Oh, it's to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
That's what I said.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Then I play Surge of Strength. Then I will Motivational Charge to deal 3 to the boss. And everyone heals 1, which is irrelevant, but everyone can heal 1.
No, it is relevant. I get an extra health.
Yeah, but you're not going to take damage ever, so it doesn't matter.
Fair.
And then we move to Environment. So, Scum and Villainy will cause the villain with the highest HP, so Plague Rat, to deal each -1 melee damage to all heroes. So, everyone that's not named Visionary dies here, I believe. Actually, no. Bunker lives this on 1, but I die.
It is reducible damage, so I actually reduce it by 1.
Yeah.
But Plague Rat increases it by 1.
Yeah. So I still die.
Yes.
And Bunker lives on 1.
Yes.
And then the Racketeer kills Bunker.
Rip.
And the Toxic Sludge will do 5 to the boss.
Yeah. Now I am liking the Toxic Sludge. So we keep the Toxic Sludge.
Yes. So how does flipping work?
So we then go to Plague Rat's turn. Use flip as soon as you hit 0. You flip as soon as you hit 0. All your cards are removed from the game.
The ones in our hand and the ones on the field?
Yep. So just send them all to your discard pile. And then on your turn, you get to choose 1 ability from that box that you can do.
And I assume my infection goes to his discard pile now?
Yes. Okay.
2 heroes may have died, but this is not over. We're gonna win this.
We then go to Plague Rat's turn. Plague Rat is also going to flip. And then oh, interesting. That actually helps us. He will then play a card. Shadow Ambush. Whenever Plague Rat deals 5 or more damage to a single target, play the top card of the villain deck. Good talk. That will never take place. We then... Oh. Shoot. He's immune to environment damage, essentially.
Okay.
So the Toxic Sludge did nothing.
Yeah, that's fine then.
Well, technically it would have redirected to me, but I'm immune to damage.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, we then go to the end of his turn. At the end of the villain turn, Plague Rat deals each hero target 1 irreducible melee damage. I am immune to damage. It is then my turn. I cannot do anything, so I just draw 2.
Wait, hold on. At the start of his turn, he would have healed 2.
At the start of his turn, he flipped instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Your turn, you pass.
My turn. I cannot play cards. I cannot use powers. I can't do anything. I'm not destroying my one card there. It is very helpful.
Okay.
I
Bunker.
Right. I am going to let our missionary play a card.
I do note, I cannot actually play cards or use powers.
Okay. Okay, in that case, reduce the next damage dealt by 2.
Dealt to me by 2.
Well, you can give him
It
cards
doesn't
back
sound
from
like
his
there's a
trash.
limit.
You can give him cards back from his trash. That's probably more useful.
You think? Sure.
Yeah.
Alright. Put a card from a player's trash into their hand, so choose a card, any card in your trash.
I'm gonna go with my Mind Spike. Deal 1 target 3 damage. That sounds nice.
Okay. My turn. You may use a power, even if you would otherwise be prevented. Go ahead and kill the sewer fiend.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Yeah, I'm going to use my mental divergence to destroy the sewer fiend. I destroyed a villain ongoing, so good talk. That's it. We then go to the environment.
Yeah. Okay. So the Racketeer will attempt. Oh wait. The Racketeer will attempt to do you damage. It will heal first, actually, but that's irrelevant. It will attempt to do you damage, fail to do so. Toxic Sludge will do 5 to the boss. And then Scum and Villainy will play the top card of the villain deck.
Top card of the villain deck. Okay.
Does not.
That is fine. That is fine.
Okay. Now it's the villain's turn, so he heals 2.
At the start of his turn, he will deal each infected hero 2 toxic damage. He does not heal 2. I don't see where you're seeing that.
Advanced.
Oh, yes. And then he will yeah, he will then go ahead and deal me damage, which is fine. And yeah.
And then it's your turn.
Yeah, this is one thing that I'm never certain of, is if when you have dead heroes, the H is for the numbers of heroes in the game, which in this case would be 3, or number of active heroes, which in this case would be 1.
Be active.
Yeah. Let's go with that for this game, just to keep the game from stalling out forever. Let's go for that for this game, and then I'll do some research and figure it out next time. We know that eventually I can win.
Yeah.
Even if he's healing 6 a turn, because the Toxic Sludge will be dealing 5 a turn, and then I also have a card that I can theoretically keep getting back that keeps dealing 3 a turn. So eventually we can win, assuming there's no cards that automatically win the game for him.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so yeah, he will go ahead and heal 2, and then it's the end of his turn. He will deal me irreducible damage. Too bad I'm immune. Yada yada yada. My turn. I draw a card. That's my turn. Ooh, Twist the Aether. If only I could play that. Then I could increase how. Sorry?
Bunker's turn.
Bunker, your turn.
Oh, it's not just a one-time.
No, it's constant.
That's wonderful. Okay. Cool. Put another card from your trash into your hand.
None of these are helpful. I'm gonna go with Mental Divergence.
Okay. Now for my turn, you can play a card even if you would otherwise be prevented.
Do I want to boost? I can't boost the environment's damage, so I can just boost my own. So I'm gonna play Twist the Aether. Next to me.
Yep.
Okay.
Environment turn. Okay, so Racketeer will attempt to do damage to you, fail to do damage to you. Toxic. Yeah. Oh wait, we should have started with Scum and Villainy. He will attempt to cause the villain to do damage to you and fail, then destroy.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the Racketeer will fail to do damage to you. The Toxic Sludge will do 5 damage to the boss. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Start of his turn, he attempts to deal 2 toxic damage, and he will heal 2, and he will play the top card. Deals each hero target with the lowest health, that's me. Deals each hero target with the highest health, that's me. Search the villain deck for 1 copy of the card Infection. I'm just going to go ahead and just play the next card, because Infection will just do that. Next time we see an Infection, I'll just... you know what? Fine.
Yeah, into the
search, Infection, go to trash. Search.
Yeah, do you want to do it again? I'll search for it. You can just play the top card.
Okay. I can't actually while you're in there.
Okay.
Shuffle that quickly, and then flip the top card. Ambush! Whenever he would deal 5 or more damage to a single target, play the top card of the villain deck. Okay. That is his turn. Oh, wait, no. He also deals me a bunch of irreducible damage. Good talk. My turn. Okay. I just draw 2. Yeah, okay. That's my turn.
Yep. Bunker.
Alright. Let's think about this. Is it really the best thing I can do? Get another card for me to trash into your hand? You can't really play a card. There's no use reducing it. Yeah, I mean, play another card from your trash into your hand.
I think at this point, that is all you'll be doing on your turns. If you want to get going, you can. I feel bad.
I gotta see this through. This is gonna be the best turnaround when we win that.
You may play a card, even if you would otherwise be prevented.
Okay, I think it's time I start dealing damage. So I'm gonna play Mind Spike, increasing my damage to 4, and I don't think he's immune to toxic damage, so just to spite him, I'm going to change it to toxic damage. So he takes 4 toxic damage. Now, if only I could get Mind Spike back in my hand.
We know there are no win cons in the environment deck, because we've seen all of them.
Yeah. Another Toxic Sludge! Yay! It'll speed up!
So he's about to take 10 damage a turn.
Yeah.
He takes 10 damage to death. Okay.
It was at 64, was it?
65.
65, so it's at 55. Okay. And then his turn...
Oh, wait. Yeah. I will let you grab that. I'm just searching to see if he actually has a win con, or we just want to say you win.
Deals each hero target other than the hero target with the lowest health 2 and 2. Good talk. Okay. And then I am... That is... for the sake of ambiguity, that is his turn. My turn, I draw 2. No, I did one too many. Okay, that's my turn. Bunker, you're up.
He has no win con. Do you want to pull it? Or do you want to continue?
I say get back your Mind Spike.
I think let's get his health into the 30s and then call it there.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that, like, just for proof, because, like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You may now play a card.
Okay, I'm gonna play Mind Spike again, dealing 4 more damage. Okay. Environment turn.
Yep. So play the top card of the villain deck. There are no more copies of Infection. There are no more copies of Infection, though.
I know. And so you would play the top cards of the villain deck, I believe. Oh, wait. No, you would not. Okay. Good talk. We didn't see anything.
Yep. He now takes 10 damage.
Okay. And then we go to his turn. He heals 2. And then he will also play a card. No more copies. And yeah. Then it is my turn. I just draw 2. Good talk.
Yep.
Okay. Bunker?
Get back your Mind Spike.
Okay.
Play your Mind Spike.
Okay. I'm just gonna put it here. And I am dealing 4 damage.
Environment. Statuary deals 3 damage to the boss. Then the sludge deals another 10.
He's at 28. We might as well just go all the way.
Yeah, fair.
His turn. He will heal 2 and play the top card. Yeah, good talk. And then it goes to my turn. I just draw 2. Okay.
Yep.
Bunker?
Where's that Mind Spike? I don't see it in the trash.
I just left it right here.
I'm joking. Yeah, let's get that Mind Spike.
Yeah.
Play Mind Spike.
I'll play my other Mind Spike just to spike you guys.
Oh, darn.
Scum and Villainy kills itself. Dr. Tamada. Okay, cool. She will look for cards. I assume we want Tony.
I'd say so, yeah.
Cool. And then Shermada can stay on the field. And you can take the damage that you don't take.
Sure. Yep.
And then Tony will activate. Actually, the sludges will activate first, so he'll take 10. Then Tony will activate, and we can have Statuary deal 3 to him.
To him or me?
To the boss.
Okay.
And that is the environment's turn.
Okay. That is the environment turn. We then go to Plaguerat's turn. Start of his turn, he heals 2. And then he will play the top card of his deck. deal damage and nothing. And then we go to my turn. I just draw 2. Okay. Bunker?
Yeah, get back in Mind Spike.
Play a card.
Playing Mind Spike to deal 4.
Okay. Then the environment. Okay. Falling Statuary will deal 3 to him. Then the sludge will do 2, and the other sludge will do 2. And then we look at the top 2. Blighted Streets. And then we look at the top 2.
Scum and Villainy.
And so we play the top card of the villain deck.
Damage.
And then it's the Plague Rat's turn.
Okay, Plague Rat will go ahead and heal 2. And then play the top card. For the sake of argument, if it is the other way, I'm going to heal him 6 this turn.
Sure.
And then, so that way we have just sort of a way to view what theoretically happens if he would, if I do have that ruling wrong.
Yeah.
And so that way it is a definitive. If we have that ruling wrong with the 2 toxic sludge, eventually we would get him low enough here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then we move on to
Your turn.
yes, he would. We played the Afflicted Frenzy, so then we go to my turn. I am immune to damage and cannot play anything, so I just draw 2. Okay, that is my turn. Bunker?
Oh yeah, we got it's still the Mind Spike's still there. It's just
Yeah.
figuratively in your hand. So let's get that Mind Spike back and finish him off.
Mind Spike goes back. Mind Spike goes out. I assume?
Yep.
Okay, so I deal 4 damage. He's at 6. Then go to the environment turn.
Scum Villainy dies. Assuming that's not statuary. Oh, okay. So the sludges will do 1 each. Then Tremata. Scum and Villainy. What happens when there's only 1 card and we need to see 2?
Flip this. Here's one of them. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Oh, hey, look at that. Here's the other.
Okay. Statuary can do 3 to him. Or, yeah, because it's irreducible.
Oh, thank you for being irreductible.
And then Scum and Villainy plays the top card of the hero deck. Or the villain deck.
Okay, he will deal damage and search for infection, but good talk. And then we go to his turn. He will heal 2. And play a card. Reduce damage dealt to Plague Rat by run. At the end of the villain turn, Plague Rat regains 3 health. And I also forgot we're going with the 6 health.
Mm-hmm. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
We can get
Get
rid
your
of it.
Mind Spike back.
Yeah.
And then you get to play your mental divergence.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of that card, so no less healing for him.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the sludges will do one each.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that should be in the grave. And then we see 2 cards. Sure, Scum and Villainy. So we take Scum and Villainy. This Scum and Villainy is dead.
This one.
We get Statuary. So Statuary deals the damage.
Okay.
And that is the environment turn.
That is the environment turn. Okay. We then go to the villain turn. He heals 6. Goes to.
Oh wait, I missed Scum and Villainy, so he plays a card too.
Curses. Immune to toxic damage. Okay.
That would have been after the sludges, so that's fine.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. He
We
heals.
still do win eventually.
He plays a card, deals damage, yada yada yada. Go to my turn. I think I just draw 2. I wish I had demoralization out at the moment.
What is that?
At the start of my turn, I deal each villain target 1 psychic damage. It's this card right here.
Do we have anything that will deal more damage than Mind Spike?
Well, no, it's passive, so he plays it once turn and then keeps playing Mind Spike every other turn.
Yeah. And then Rest of the Mind as well would be another card I want to play. Whenever that target deals damage, you may redirect that damage to another target. If you do, Visionary deals a target next to this card and herself 3 psychic damage each. So basically, I get to have the boss keep shocking itself instead of dealing no damage to me.
So it's Bunker's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that Mind Spike back.
I did not play Mind Spike.
Oh. Hey,
Yeah.
I guess get one of the other 2 useless cards.
Yeah.
What's the least useless of these 2?
I already took Mass Levitation back just because.
Alright, cool.
Destroy Sewer Fiend.
Yeah. Yeah, destroy Sewer Fiend.
Okay. Scum and Villainy kills itself. Fuck. Okay, so the sludges do nothing this turn.
The sludges will deal 1 damage each, because the second instance is of 3 damage.
You're right. Statuary will deal 3 irreducible. Statuary will do 3 irreducible. And then, do you just want to destroy the Twisting Alleys? That's up to you.
Those are not ongoing.
Yeah, but at the end of the environment, you can play the top of the villain and the environment to destroy them.
Oh, yes. Yes, please. So that is the nest. That will be healing.
Okay, but it's only healing by 1.
Yeah.
Falling Statuary does 3 irreducible.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Look at the villain's health.
We've done it.
We did it! We finished the slog of a fight! 2 deaths! 4 health left! And massive cheese! But it is done!
Yeah. We killed a rat with sewer sludge.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, let's... What could we have done better so that we did not against Plague
Is this
Rat?
the first time winning like this?
This is the first
Yeah.
time we use this strategy. Yes, this is the first.
Kind of impressive.
This is the first game actually in the Nuzlocke where we've had heroes die and not be a total wipe.
Okay, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I would have loved playing Bunker again. I think, in retrospect, the first turn I did was to try to draw extra turns or extra cards. In retrospect, now it seems like we didn't have that time. I should have just played normally, just used my power to draw an additional card, just play equipment as normal instead of trying to sweat modes around. But yeah, I wouldn't have known that at the very start. We don't know anything about the knowing cards, how quickly they start acting.
Yeah.
Which seemed like we got killed in 5 turns, which I don't know how normal that is, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd want to check Plague Rat's difficulty. Is it over here? No. Yeah, no. So yeah, I don't know.
It's a rat, so I would figure it's easy.
Plague Rat might have a difficulty of 2 out of 4. The highest we've fought so far would have been a difficulty of 3, I think.
And the highest difficulty is 4 out of 4?
Highest difficulty is 4 out of 4. The only 2 that I can think of off the top of my head that are 4 out of 4s are, or at least the only one that I can think of off the top of my head is Iron Legacy.
Okay.
But I don't know. Visionary would have been helpful.
This is also this is also the first time this is the first game I'm playing in advance. So.
You weren't here last week.
Yeah.
It's possible our first Omnitron fight, that was before you joined, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, no. That makes sense, and yeah. Honest.
I'm sorry, Bunker. You did well though.
Yeah. To be fair, though.
How I felt when Ray died.
To be fair, though, we kind of came into this fight expecting us to lose. So the fact that we won and kept one hero alive is better than we came into it expecting.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Was there a scenario in which you think we won this?
If we had different heroes, and maybe
I feel the environment deck in particular, Toxic Sludge wasn't ideal against Plague Rat.
Yeah.
And I presume it's different environment decks for different bosses, so...
Yeah.
I feel like different environment would have maybe also gone in our benefit. Hard to say on that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I feel like the environment is just what I drew at random out of the 2 new environments. So, because we added 2 new environments and we added 4 villains, the first 2 villains I'm doing with the new environments. After that, we're pulling random from all the environments. That's how I'm doing the environments.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's perfectly fair. I was just thinking, by coincidence, I don't know if this environment deck was least ideal to fight this boss, considering all of the cases of toxic damage through the toxic slimes.
Yeah.
I'm very happy I did not play Tempest and let him die.
Yeah. Yeah, Tempest would not have been good here. Tempest hits wide rather than hard. I think one of the big things that we were lacking here was just raw damage.
Yeah. This would have been an amazing place to have raw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I had another couple turns, or even played a bit different in retrospect, I feel like Bunker could have shined, but...
Yeah. The big thing is, we just don't know how Bunker plays.
Oh, no one else played Bunker before?
I have, but I haven't gotten the hang of that Bunker. I don't know what is the best mode to start.
Yeah, Bunker just feels really clunky, and it takes a while to set up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, who all was lost this time?
Bunker and Legacy.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Mobile violence will help those heroes.
Yeah. Only reason we won was because I had a card, Telekinetic Cocoon, which made Visionary immune to damage at the cost of not being able to use powers or play cards.
Yeah, Raw would have actually been beautiful because you could have twisted the Ether on him. And then...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you make all heroes damage fire...
And then he's immune to fire.
He's immune to fire. You can use a power to make everybody immune to fire as well. So that way, everybody hitting each other doesn't do any damage. If you have Legacy with Raw, Legacy has one of his cards, I believe, allows someone else to heal one and use power. So if you have Raw use a power, you can get a free power in, kind of. So long as Raw is going before Legacy as well.
Yeah, but we had no idea what Plague Rat did, so
Yeah.
that is also hindsight.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry I couldn't make it.
You showed up at the end, and it was a little bit of a slog.
Yeah, I was surprised it went this long. It went an hour, 40, it felt like.
Yeah. Well, part of it just was that, the boss was still at almost full health when everyone was below 10 health. And then the boss killed them both. The only reason I survived was because I got my cocoon and played it. Yeah.
Which in retrospect seems very powerful.
Very powerful, except for the fact that there are far more villains than heroes. So if we take that strategy on every villain, we are going to lose eventually.
And Legacy's flip was just stupid, so...
Yeah.
Man, imagine having your Superman die to a rat.
I mean, the rat just got the Scourge virus and gave it to the Viltrumites. There you go.
Or it's yeah, don't underestimate rats.
We'll leave now.
Yeah.
See you guys later.
See
Have a good one. Gonna stop recording.